Hello, my name is Michael, and welcome to a frequently asked questions version of Just Made Game. A lot of these questions come up quite a bit, so I thought I'd save some time and answer them all together in one big video. So here we go. I'm using Game Maker Studio, and that's Game Maker Studio 1. When I started Bannerman, Game Maker Studio 2 didn't exist yet. It's pretty good, I recommend it, unless you're doing something in 3D. If you're doing 3D at all, don't use Game Maker, it's not made for it, you're just going to have a bad time. I use Pixel Edit to create the animations and pixel art. I use Mixcraft 7 to create the sound effects I need and also to mix the music. Adobe Premiere to edit these videos together. And I use Photoshop for other miscellaneous graphic art sort of needs. No, I did go to university. It was in the early 2000s. I did a bachelor degree called a Bachelor of Multimedia. So it's kind of halfway between graphic design and like programming and other general IT. Like there was a bit of networking in there as well. There was one course as part of my degree that I think was called Interactive Systems Design. For that assignment, I made a small game, but apart from that, no. I'm actually not too sure that game design even really existed as a course when I went to university. If it did, I probably would have taken it. I started making text adventures in the sort of early to mid 90s on the family computer using QBasic, which is just, the Q stands for quick. The reason I was making text adventures is because I could figure out how to draw text on the screen, but I couldn't figure out how to draw graphics or anything of the sort. I also really enjoyed ZZT, I hate saying it like that, ZZT, which was by Epic Mega Games. It's a very basic ASCII looking game, but it has a built-in world editor, and it had a basic scripting component to it, and people make some really cool things with that. Even to this day, that game still exists. People still make worlds for ZZT, which is like really badass. In the late 90s, I made mods for Quake 1. I actually found a disc from, I don't know when I burnt it, must be late 90s, of some of my early Quake mods. I'm going to show the footage here. Yeah, I literally found this unlabeled disc, checked what was on it, and it's some of my really old Quake mods. So that's pretty cool. I believe I originally was making maps, and then made models, and then put them all together as mods. After Quake, I started doing a few things for Quake 3 as well, so that was like skins and maps and things like that as well. But I was more interested in Quake 1 than I was 3. I wasn't really huge on the full multiplayer aspect of Quake 3, so I ended up always going back to Quake 1 and working more on that. And that's why things like Berserker Quest are essentially made in Quake 1, because that's what I'm used to and that's what I know. It is a Blue Yeti, and it kind of does everything you might need a microphone to do. If you can only get one microphone, I would probably get this. If you're going to record lots and lots of music or anything like that, it's not the most suitable thing, but it can get you by. You're far better off if you're going to be recording lots of acoustic guitar, for example, getting matched pairs and things like that of other proper microphones and audio interfaces to actually hook into the computer. But if you can't be bothered with any of that, then yeah, this does pretty well. I think it's like anything, if you want to be really good at something, you need to do it a lot. If you want to be a master pianist, then you're going to have to play a lot of piano. If you want to make really nice pixel art, then you're going to have to make a lot of pixel art. There's no secret formula, I'm afraid, it's just effort. And look, I think that's about it. Just a quick little video, like I said, but these sort of questions come up over and over again, so I thought I'd just make a little video containing all of them. And I thought that would be kind of beneficial, because for everyone that asks a question, there's probably a good 20 or 30 people out there at least that are thinking the same thing but don't actually bother to ask. So anyway, I'll catch you next time. I'm gonna make some game now. Bye!